Hey people, what is going on? Got a video today. It's gonna be a bit of a rant type of video because I'm gonna call out some people. No one specifically, I'm not gonna mention any names because if you're watching this, you're gonna know if this is you I'm talking about. But this pertains to the Call of Duty community, and I'm gonna talk about two things in this video. Number one, I'm gonna cover Call of Duty in general, and number two, I'm gonna cover the supply drop issue that's been going on lately. And everybody knows about the supply drop issue. It's broken. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and defend it. It's broken. But the way the community tries to handle it, the way the community tries to give feedback about this broken feature is wrong. It's bullshit. And I have a problem with community members who are self-entitled. Okay, I hate people who are self-entitled. By self-entitled, if you don't know what that means, it basically means that you think you're owed something or you think you deserve something just because you're a fan of the game or just because you purchased the game for $60. For example, I've been seeing this everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, forums, lots on YouTube and comment section. People seem to think that just because they bought the season's pass for Black Ops 3, that they should be getting all these DLC weapons for free. No. That's not how things work, okay? The season's pass was outlined for you, for all of us, before the game launched. For $50, you get 4 map packs, which each consist of 5 maps. I believe it's 4 multiplayer maps, plus 1 zombie map. That's what you get. That's what the season's pass is. Anything addition to that, anything that comes post-launch, anything that the developers release other than those maps that are outlined in the season's pass are extra. You are not entitled to them for free. You're not entitled to them just because you own the game. Even if those weapons are already on the disc and they're locked away somewhere with a key or a code or whatever, you're still not entitled to them because you paid for a specific amount of content when you bought the game. Now, I like to use what I call the French fry analogy when I'm trying to explain to people that they're not entitled to this, because a lot of people think that they're fully entitled to these weapons for free. But the French fry analogy goes like this. It's like you walk into McDonald's or whatever fast food restaurant you want. You just want some fries. So you say, hey, can I order medium fries? And they say, okay, sure. So you go over and you see the guy, the fry maker or whatever, and he's got his fry basket and he's frying up all the French fries for you. They're all nice and fresh. And then he takes your little cardboard carton and he pours a little bit of fries in your carton and he goes, here you go. And you pay him, what is it, $3, $4? And then there you go. You're on your way with your medium fries or whatever. Then you look over and you see that there's still a bunch of fries left in that basket. So you sit there and you go, I already bought these fries. And those fries are already made. So I should get those fries too. Because I've already paid for fries. So you might as well give me all the fries. Doesn't work like that. You want more fries, you pay for more fries. You don't get the fries just because they're there. And just because you already paid for fries. The fries you paid for a specific amount and that's what you got. I hope that analogy makes sense. That's the analogy I like to go to. Might be kind of dumb. I don't know. But I usually don't get any responses back. So either people think I'm crazy or they realize, damn, Vile Self's right. Like, I'm an idiot. I don't deserve this extra content just because I bought this. But anyways, that aside, the way people are treating these supply drops, the way they're acting towards Activision and Treyarch is pathetic. I mean, I don't know what other word to use. It's fucking pathetic. Because they're saying that they're being scammed, we're being ripped off, Activision's a bunch of money whores, they're so greedy, fuck the devs, I'm not supporting Call of Duty anymore. Listen very clearly, very closely. You don't have to buy these things, okay? You don't have to buy them at all. Now, like I said, this whole supply drop thing's not perfect. There's flaws, okay? In my opinion, the biggest flaw is that the chances of getting something are too low. Okay, I like the whole gambling aspect of it. That to me is fun, okay? I'm not a big gambler. I'll go to the casino once in a while, drop $100, $200, sometimes walk out positive, most of the time walk out negative. But that's the thrill of gambling, okay? Now the thing is, at a casino, you put money into a slot machine or you throw money into a blackjack table, whatever, you're not guaranteed to get anything. You can walk away completely empty with negative, not negative, but empty of what you had to begin with. No money at all. In Black Ops 3, on the other hand, you put money into a supply drop, you're getting something. You're always getting something. For every drop, you get 3 items. Okay? Every single drop gives you 3 items. But if it's not the items you want, then you claim you're getting ripped off. You claim you're getting scammed or you're getting cheated. It doesn't work that way. You decided to put your money towards that with the full knowledge, fully knowing that it's a completely random chance that you're going to get the item you want. Especially when there's, I don't know if there's thousands of items, but there's definitely hundreds and hundreds of items in this game. From taunts to camos to attachments to gear to weapons. The chances of you getting what you specifically want are very slim. And you have to understand that. So you can't spend your money on it, not get what you want, and then say, oh, you fucking ripped me off, fuck you Activision, fuck you Treyarch. Doesn't work like that. Here's another example that I thought of. You know when you go to, mostly you see them in supermarkets and stuff like that, but there's these like gumball machine type of things, but they have certain little like maybe action figures or certain collectibles inside of them. You put your dollar in, you turn the little knob, and then something comes out completely random. I did one of those a few weeks ago, okay? I saw one that had these little customized yarn figures. I mean, you've seen them around. I don't know what they're actually called. But it was all superhero themes, and I thought the Batman one looked pretty cool. So it's okay, I know my chances are slim to get this Batman one, but I'm going to try it. So I put my dollar in, turn the thing. It comes down the little chute or whatever. And this is what I got. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll pop it out for you. I didn't get Batman. I got this custy ass fucking Superman, okay? This thing looks like shit. I don't like this thing. But you know what? It was only $1. It was a gamble, not a big deal. I don't care. At least I got something. I didn't just give my dollar away. I got something out of it. Whether I like it or not, I took that chance. Put this little fucker back in his case because I don't like him. I straight up don't like this Superman. Anyways. The thing that bothers me the most is you don't even have to fucking spend your money on this shit. All you have to do is play the game, earn crypto keys, and then you can buy these crates for free. Literally for free. People are complaining, oh, it takes too long to earn crypto keys, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it does. It takes a long time to earn crypto keys. But if you play the game enough to the point where you need all these weapons and stuff like that, then I'm pretty sure you got enough crypto keys. Like most of these guys that are bitching and complaining are at least close to Master Prestige, if not like level 500 something past Master Prestige, if you know what I'm talking about. And they're still bitching. They've had tons of crypto keys, thousands of crypto keys throughout their playtime in this game, and they're still bitching that these crates cost too much. I mean, you don't have to spend your money, man. You don't have to spend your money. You don't need these weapons. It's not a requirement to enjoy the game. The game ships with over 30 weapons. It ships with lots of camos. It ships with lots of gear. It ships with lots of stuff to unlock. And if that's not satisfactory for you, then you can either unlock them for free with crypto keys, or you can spend your money and gamble and take the chance of getting either bullshit drops or good drops. It's a chance you take. But you can't sit there and fucking shit all over the developers for it, because the developers aren't going to listen to people who bitch like that. Okay, and that's the biggest downfall with this is, like I said, there are issues with this whole formula. But when the developers are constantly bombarded with cheapskates, you know, scammers, fuck you, I want my money back, or whatever else people are bitching about, the developers don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear constructive feedback by people who are respectful and who can articulate a proper sentence without sounding like a juvenile asshole. So, personally, if I was going to throw out a suggestion, I would say increase the chances of weapons being earned as supply drops. That'll make a lot of people happier. Or make it so if you spend a certain amount of money, like let's say if you spend $50 on supply drops, on COD points, and you haven't gotten any weapons within that $50, then you should be awarded a free weapon. Not of your choice, it'll be a random weapon, but you should still get a weapon. Be like, okay, you've spent your $50 and you've opened up all these crates, didn't get any weapons, here you go, you've reached this certain quota, you get a weapon, bam, here's your reward. At least something, at least that way people will know it. You know, at every $50 increment, they at least get a weapon, which I think would be fair, because you shouldn't have to spend more than $50 to get a weapon. I disagree with that completely. And yeah, people are getting, you know, shafted a little bit, but the way they're going at it, the way they're complaining about it is completely wrong, completely unjustified, and, you know, you gotta be a little bit more mature about it, guys. If you want your voices to be heard, you have to be respectful about it, and you have to come with something constructive. You can't just call them scammers, cheaters, liars, money whores. They're not gonna listen to you. They're gonna laugh at you because you're still giving them your money, even though you're fucking, I mean, you're, yeah, whatever. Anyways, on to the second part of this video, and that's about the community in general, and how there's this general consensus that Call of Duty sucks. Call of Duty sucks. It's the last few years Call of Duty has sucked, and people always say, you know, back in the olden days, back in Modern Warfare 2, back in Black Ops 1, Call of Duty was way better. They say it was back. That was when it was the best, and I'm sitting here like, you know what? I know why they think that, and there's this thing called selective memory, and I have selective memory too, but I'm aware of it, so I can also acknowledge the truth. Because when I sit here and I think back to, let's say, Modern Warfare 2, and I'm like, okay, how was Modern Warfare 2? And I'm thinking, okay, back in Modern Warfare 2, I was running around, I was like knifing guys all the time, I was murking guys with shotguns, I was getting nukes, I was getting these high kill streaks. I was always at the top of the lobby board, the leaderboard. I was at the top of my lobby all the time. You know, basically just good stuff. I beasted at Modern Warfare 2. That's how I remember it. And that's how I remember basically every Call of Duty. Because your mind is basically, I don't know if it's trained or conditioned or if it's just natural human, you know, instinct to think about good stuff from your past rather than bad stuff. But I'm a realist. I'm not going to deny the truth. If I think back to Modern Warfare 2, yeah, I was raging to fuck out of that game. I was raging at every Call of Duty. For the same reasons I'll rage at the current Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Campers, lag, you know, weapons that are overused, just, you know, bullshit areas of maps where people are head glitching, all that kind of stuff. It's in every single Call of Duty because that's what Call of Duty is. But I'm telling you right now, the people that are bitching about Black Ops 3 right now for any reason whatsoever, whether it's lag, campers, hit detection, blah, 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 a couple years down the road, when the next few Call of Duties have come out, you're going to be reverting back to Black Ops 3 saying, that, man, I wish it was more like that game. I wish it was more like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 had the best hit detection. Black Ops 3 had barely any lag. There was no quick scopers in Black Ops 3. You know, all this stuff, because that's what your selective memory is going to make you think. You're going to go back to all the times where you had these high KD games, where you beasted the game, and that's what you're going to remember. That's going to be your lasting impression. And that's why people always revert back to these old Call of Duties as the best ones in the series and blah, blah, blah. But the truth be told, they're all the fucking same. They all have the same issues. They have the same problems. That's what it is. But my problem is, there's these people in the community who I can describe as nothing more than hypocrites and idiots. And I don't like to call people names, but I do it when it's 100% necessary. But these people will sit there and bitch about Call of Duty each and every fucking year. But they'll still buy it, they'll still play it, they'll bitch about it when they play it, they'll bitch about it when they're not playing it, they'll bitch about it if they get high scores, they'll bitch about it if they get low scores. They just fucking bitch about it because these people have no self-control, just like the people who can't refrain from buying supply drops even though they think the whole system's broken. You got no self-control. You see a weapon, you want it, you spend money, you spend money, you spend money, knowing you're probably not going to get it. But that's where self-control comes in. You guys got to understand that you're doing this to yourselves. Plain and simple. Nobody's forcing you to spend your money on supply drops. That's all on you. Nobody's forcing you to buy Call of Duty every year. That's all on you. If you think Black Ops is the best Call of Duty ever, then keep playing Black Ops. Black Ops hasn't gone anywhere, people. It's still there. You can still play Black Ops. It's not, I mean, you don't have to keep buying the new Call of Duties just because it's the new thing. You don't have to. If you're going to buy it just to bitch about it, nobody fucking wants to hear it. I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm sick and tired of the community complaining about Call of Duty, but fucking supporting it all the time. If you don't like something, don't support it. Don't play it. Don't buy it. Get off the fucking Call of Duty train. No, like, seriously, people like me in the community, which I'm starting to think I'm one of the only fucking ones who will defend Call of Duty because it's the cool thing to do to hate Call of Duty. But seriously, we don't want you in the community anymore. You know, go play fucking Battlefield. Go play Destiny. Go play The Division. Go play whatever else is out there. I don't even fucking know and I don't care. I play Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. Not ashamed to admit it. I like Call of Duty. I'm not going to sit here and blame Call of Duty for having flaws. Okay, video games have flaws. I've been playing video games for a long time. Nearly my entire life. Video games have flaws. It's not a new thing, people, okay? Online gaming may have more, I wouldn't say more flaws, but different flaws than, say, you know, offline gaming, like before multiplayer became a big thing. But there's still been flaws in video games throughout history, okay? I remember playing the Ninja Turtles game on the original NES, okay? And this is just a little throwback story here. Not the Ninja Turtles 2 arcade game, but the original game, if you can remember that one. And that was a pretty hard game. Now, me and my buddy were playing. We're up all night playing it, and we got so far. I can't remember if we might have been like on the last level or maybe second last level or something like that. But I got to a spot, and this is ridiculous, where I had to jump over a gap, and I'm pretty sure it was one of those typical gaps in video games where there's spikes on the bottom or whatever, and if you land in, if you fall down, you die automatically. But I had missed my jump, and I landed down at the bottom. And typically, like I said, you're supposed to die and restart, but something glitched in the game, and I landed in the spikes and didn't die. And there was nothing I could do about it. And if you know those old consoles, you can't just save the game and restart back. If you turn that console off, your game's lost. You've lost all your data. You've lost everything. And games would glitch at stupid points like that back then. And yeah, you fucking raged, okay? You fucking raged at that shit, and it was bullshit, and this game sucks, and fuck this shit, and you're breaking cartridges. But that's just how things were. You accepted it, and you dealt with it, and you moved on, and you didn't write letters to the developer saying, fuck you guys for this, and you guys, I want my money back, and you ripped me off, and all this bullshit. Like, oh, man. Seriously, if you guys had any idea, some of you guys think that games should be perfect or something like that, and in a perfect world, they would be. But we don't live in a perfect world. Sad to say, we don't. So these things come with flaws, they come with lag, they come with, you know, people in the community that suck. But I just feel like you're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing the community a disservice if you stick around just to fucking bitch. Stop being a bunch of bitches. Stop being a bunch of whiners. Stop being a bunch of hypocrites. Stop spending your money on things that you know are not going to go anywhere. Stop supporting a franchise that you've consistently hated on for years at a time. Okay? Stop it. We don't want you here anymore. Spend your time doing something else. It's not that hard, man. Show some self-control. Anyways, I think I'm done for this rant. I don't rant very often, but it feels good to rant sometimes. Some of these things need to be said, right? They need to be said because nobody else says shit like this. And I'm going to get a bunch of dislikes because this is going to rustle a bunch of feathers. People are going to be like, oh, you're wrong, Biostuff. They are ripping us off. Or Call of Duty does suck. It's fucking, you know, space combat, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Fuck you. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to yours. Whatever. Click the dislike button if you don't like it. Click the like button if you do agree. Either way, glad you watched the video. Thank you if you watched the video. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button if you like this sort of thing. Commentaries, emblem tutorials. I do a lot of those, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me for now, guys. I'm Vile Self. Thank you for watching. Later, villains.